Hello and welcome to the 2022 Data4Good Awards interview series. I'm Jim Halcomb, Head of Product Management for EDM Council. It's my honor to introduce Julie Kay from Qlik. As Vice President of Sustainability and Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, as well as Executive Director of Qlik.org, Julie leads Qlik's Office of Sustainability. They work to combat climate change as well as advance the company's DE&I. That's the acronym they use for diversity, equity, and inclusion. She leads all these initiatives. Qlik was recognized for exemplary use of data in the Data4Good Award category of sustainable cities and communities. Julie, could you tell us about Qlik's initiative and your partnership with the C40 Cities to support climate action?
Sure, Jim. And thank you for having us. And thank you again for this award. We're very proud of our data analytics platform. Qlik is a technology company helping tens of thousands of customers around the world to better leverage data for decision making. And this initiative in partnership with C40 Cities is really based on kind of our technology, our ability to bring data from all different types of sources, and to help organizations leverage that information to support their mission. And in case of C40 Cities, bringing together our global cities, our very large cities, as they address the impacts of climate change. And so we're helping them with technology to better leverage data so that these cities can achieve their mission and we can all actually achieve the goals of the Paris Agreement and other kind of targets when it comes to addressing climate change.
How'd you use data in this program to deliver results that were meaningful to others?
Yeah, great question. So a few years back, I met with the C40 Cities team, and they had already convened the leaders within these cities, their member cities, cities such as Buenos Aires, London, Boston, Seattle, and so forth. And they would convene the mayors and the sustainability teams within these cities to discuss how all of these cities actually shared common climate hazards like weather or drought, for example, or rising sea levels, and what they were doing within their cities to address these challenges. So when we first met with C40 Cities, this collaboration was already happening. But what they didn't have was a common data platform for all of these cities to share their programs happening within the cities, metrics about what was working, what wasn't working, so that the cities could learn and identify key takeaways on what maybe a program such as banning plastic bags, for example, could mean for a city as it looks to clean up their oceans. So we created this, what's called the Knowledge Hub, and a data platform of knowledge explorers inside that Knowledge Hub so the cities could now collaborate and effectively use data, one, to not only learn, but also measure the progress of the various programs that were happening within their cities, all around this effort to address climate change.
That's really interesting. Really interesting. Tell us about the passion that your company has for doing this, because it must be very rewarding when you have stories to tell like that.
Absolutely. And I'm in a very privileged position to represent our company to tackle these challenges, right? And we at Qlik view it not only as an opportunity, right, but somewhat as a responsibility because of where we sit in this whole kind of stream of data, if you will, and our capabilities of our technology, right? It's uniquely kind of capable at serving organizations like C40 Cities that are on the front lines of addressing our global challenges with data, right? Just like a company looks at data to measure their goals for a quarter, for a given year, for example, we have the opportunity to leverage our data platform to help these organizations who are on the front lines of the concerns that we all have, namely, in this example, climate change. So it is a one where we're very passionate about data, not only our technology, but also kind of our data literacy programs around how to leverage data to make better decisions, right? So we as a company are very passionate about that. And when we are able to leverage these tools and resources to help organizations like C40 Cities who are passionately on the front lines of addressing climate change, then we can actually really work together to identify solutions, what's working, what's not working, so that we can achieve the targets that are necessary. I, say very, very frequently, there's this old adage of you can't manage what you can't measure, right? And so in the area or space of addressing climate change and kind of a 1.5 degree world, if you will, what are we measuring? What are we able to measure? And that's kind of the success of this initiative in partnership with C40 Cities that helps us actually get the data, analyze the data, and support those that are on the front lines of addressing the crisis.
Got it. So more to come with the benefits of environment, social, and governance is what I'm hearing. And
Exactly.
just wondering, so you clearly have passion for this and have delivered very important results. How does your C-suite and board embrace some of the data governance and data stewardship that you're enabling others to do? How do you do that within your own organization? And to what extent is that kind of the DNA of what you do?
Yeah. So for Qlik, it is part of our DNA. We talk about kind of our Swedish soul, if you will. We were originally founded in Sweden, now just based just outside of Philadelphia in King of Prussia, Pennsylvania. And throughout our company, we're about 2,700 employees globally. We very frequently call upon various members of our company to participate in projects like that of supporting C40 Cities. Like I mentioned, we support hundreds of nonprofits, and our kind of colleagues around the world have the opportunity to volunteer their time to support these organizations, to leverage data effectively, to leverage our platform effectively. And it's a very immense source of pride for us when we win, kind of awards or are recognized for our work, because again, it is fueled by everyone at our company, including our executive leadership and our board. And we see it as an opportunity, again, to make Qlik stronger, because again, it's the product that we create and develop and service to our customers. It's not something different, right? It's what we do each and every day. So everyone at our company feels a source of pride when they see that our technology platform is actually going towards addressing some of our global challenges. So it is part of our DNA. And that's not only represented by our annual impact report, but by the volunteering efforts of people across our company who support these projects on a daily basis.
Great. Are there any additional details you'd like to share as it relates to this award?
So I think so. Part of kind of our mission, right, is not only supporting the organizations on the front lines like C40 Cities, a phenomenal organization, right, that brings together these cities to kind of collaborate and address the issues of climate change. Part of our mission also is to get the word out, to get the word out that there are organizations full of talented, incredibly smart individuals that are working very hard to address these global issues. And we feel that by getting the word out, that inspires even more people to get involved, that these global issues are being addressed. Oftentimes you don't hear kind of the good headlines, if you will, in the news so much, right? Well, these are the good headlines. And we very strongly believe that kind of communicating about what is being done will only inspire more action or more people to get involved to address these challenges that can be solved if we all work together.
That sounds great. Thank you, Julie. Once again, congratulations both to you and to the Data and Tech Aid team for winning this honor in the inaugural 2022 Data4Good Awards.
Thank you, Jim. It's an honor. And so thanks to the EDM Council and CDO Magazine for awarding us with this Sustainable Cities Award this year in 2022.
You're welcome. Please visit cdomagazine.tech for additional interviews with other award winners.